everyone, welcome back to my Additional Maths channel. Today I would like to focus on Form 4 topic, which is the simultaneous equation involving three variables for the system linear equation involving three variables. So this is a hot question, so you need to use the concept of the Upic, which is understanding of the question, the step 1, followed by, after you understand the question, the step 2 is we need to do planning the strategy, and then step 3 we need to implement, alright, and then we need to check, okay, or make a conclusion. Alright, so we always use a Upic to solve the hot question. So we are going to start with the step 1, understanding of the question. Let's read the question, and while we read the question, we try to use the unknown to actually define the unknown. Andrea sells a flower pot of different sizes. The price of small flower, so let's define our variable. So we call the X represents a small flower pots, right? And the Y will be medium, and the last one we use Z. Alright, so the price for each of the pot, it depends on the size. For small one is 10 ringgit, and for the medium one is 15 ringgit, and for the large one is 40 ringgit. Every month, so we have actually read the question and we try to form the equation. The number of small pots, which is the X, is sold is equal to the number of the medium and large flower pot sold. So this is Y and Z, right? The number of the medium flower pots sold is twice, right? So the medium one is actually Y, is twice, 2 times of the large flower pots, which is Z. Andrea needs to pay a rent of 300 per month for her business. So this one is about the cost, something to do with the money. Okay, what are the minimum numbers of pots of each size which Andrea has to sell in a month so that she can pay the monthly rent? Okay, so after we understand the question, we will actually try to define the variable, right, strategy. We will actually write X represents small flower pot, right? Small flower pot. So let's write down the definition for the variable. Okay, after we define the X, that Y represents the medium flower pot. Okay, this is define the variable, and we have three variables. One is Z, represent large flower pot. Alright, so we have defined the variable. So now we can form the equation. So the strategy now is, after we understand, now we have to use a strategy, step 2. Okay, the strategy can be either you define the variable or you can form the equation. So as you read just now, the X number of the small flower pot is actually equal to the number of the medium and the large, right? So we can write X equal to Y plus Z, and all these are actually number of the number of the flower pot, right? We have to mention all these are number of flower pot. It's quantity, right? It's a quantity. So we have one equation ready. We can label as 1, and let's go and find another equation. So just now when I read through, I also found out that this flower pot, okay, the number of medium is y, flower pot, so it's twice the number of large. Okay, so that means y is twice of the large flower pot. Okay, so we have two equations. Then finally we talk about the cost, right? The cost, pay 300 per month, right? 300 per month. So the 300 per month is about the cost. So that means one small flower pot is 10 ringgit, right? So we're going to identify the 10 ringgit for the small one, and then 15 ringgit for the medium, and 40 for the large one. So when talk about cost, we will take the 10 for the small one, and then 15 for the medium one, and the large one is expensive, is 40, right? Times z. Z is the quantity of the large flower pot, and the total amount spent is 300. So we have three equations. Okay, so you need to form on your own after you understand the question. This part is a bit challenging. Then after that we need to solve it. So when we want to solve, we will observe first. So it seems like I'm going to convert everything to do with 2 unknown. So I will substitute 2 into 1. That means I will convert to x and z. So I substitute 2 into 1. I will get x equal to, when I see y, I will substitute 2z plus z. So finally I will get another equation, x is equal to 3z, which is equation number 4. Okay, so I'm going to substitute x equal to 3z into, let's see, we substitute into, okay, so we can substitute 2 into 3, and also 4 into 3, so that we can convert to one unknown. Substitute 2 and 4 into 3, so that we can reduce to one unknown. So 10x, when you see x, we will substitute with the 3z, right? 10x plus 15y, when we see y, we will substitute with 2z here, right? Okay, so the y is equivalent to 2z, right? Okay, then plus, okay, this is z, so no problem, plus 40z equal to 300, right? So total, we add up all the z. We have how many z here? 30z plus 30z again plus 40z equal to 300. That means 100z is equal to 300, right? So hence the z is just 300 divided by 100. So the z is 3. So after we got the z, we can solve everything because the x is 3z. So that means the x is 3 times 3, right? Which is 9. So x is 9 and the y is 2z. So is 2 times 3. So the y is equal to 6. So finally we have managed to solve the minimum. We have to make conclusion, right? The minimum amount. So the last step for the Hodge question is always C. Either you check your answer or you make a conclusion. The minimum amount for small, medium, and large flower pot is 9, 6, and 3 respectively. Alright, so I really hope that you can follow my lesson to use the concept of the UPIC to solve the Hodge question. So what is U? U is understand the problem. Understanding. P is planning the strategy. So that means you define the variable, you form the equation using the information given. I is implementation. So implementation here means we are using elimination or substitution. Alright, we use a method to solve. And the last step is making conclusion and checking. Alright, so please stick to the UPIC steps to solve the Hodge question. Okay, so I'm sure if you keep on practice, you sure can excel in solving Hodge question. Alright, so I will actually just stop here. So if you have any question, you can just text me, right? So that's all for today's lesson. I will share with you more video lesson, okay, in the future. So the end. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye and have a nice day.